Welcome back. And now let's start our first segment for today. We were talking about tourism, about promoting tourism, and we always say that it is not, we cannot only depend upon the ministry, for example, or the cabinet when it comes to promoting tourism. All of us must work for this, because if we are looking for tourism, we have a lot of things to be done. So today we have the pleasure to have with us, actually, we have with us a journalist who is very keen to work on this on her own. So she published on the internet a magazine in which she is promoting tourism in general across the world. This is something very, very important, because we all know that most of the holiday makers, they like to check on the internet when it comes to just the idea of visiting a destination or selecting a place for their vacation. Today we have the pleasure to have with us Anis Harkiz, a journalist. First of all, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you. If you can tell us, first of all, what made you launch this website, and how was it done? Your initiative, tell us more about that.
Okay. It was about 9 months ago that I decided to promote tourism on my own. Okay. And just like she was saying earlier, that we can't really rely on our ministries to do that for us, not forever, right? I actually started traveling a long time ago, and I could easily see that there are different ways to promote tourism in Egypt, yeah? And so I wanted to do something about it, and it was 9 months ago I decided to start doing it. And so I got a team of writers together. I write myself as well, and we started making a magazine. Well, it's actually an e-zine. It's an online magazine, and it's free of charge to read.
What is the name of it, and how can we reach it?
Okay, Truly Love Egypt is the name of the magazine, or the e-zine. And we have a website, www.sarkiss, that's SBRKISS.net.
You know, talking about this is something very important. Unfortunately, that, for example, when you try to search for something related to Egypt, it is not that easy, because we don't have many sites, even the official sites. And when it comes to such a magazine, I would like to know, what are you writing in this magazine? How are you promoting? What are points that you are highlighting?
Right, okay. Well, I'm doing what no one else is doing, really, which is highlighting everything else that we have other than the pharaonic stuff. So there are constant articles that we have every issue, and every issue deals with one area or one region in Egypt. There are 6 articles on Truly Love Nature. So it's, for example, taking a certain region, like for example Nueva. Okay, that was our first issue, and excuse me, and looking at the nature there, right? Because there is tourism related to nature everywhere in the world, right? So we have one article on that. Another article is Truly Love History. And again, history that's not related to pharaonic stuff only. So it's a lot of times it's places that people don't know anything about, even Egyptians. Like, for example, there's a ghost city. I don't know if you know about this, near Hurghada.
There is a
ghost city.
Ghost
city.
Okay.
It's the second
I would like
issue.
to check it.
Please do. It's the second issue, Green and Hurghada. So that was Truly Love History, for example. There is Truly Love Shopping, but it's not the usual shopping people think about. It's more like if you're a tourist in Egypt and you're going to a certain place, to that region we're talking about in that issue, you need to know what things to pack, because those things are not there, what things not to take because they're there anyway, and what things you can buy as souvenirs from that place that you can only find there, right? So that's shopping. And then, of course, Truly Love Day activities, and then Truly Love nightlife, and something that a lot of people would like is Truly Love investment. And investment is more for the small and medium-sized investors. So people that come to Egypt, they like a certain place in Egypt, and they want to, live here and make money as well.
Yeah, and explore as well.
Exactly. So it's about what that region needs. Okay, so what's not there that the investor can invest in, and at the same time can make him money. So those are the 6 constant ones that we have.
Do you get reviews? Are there any contributors? Tell us more also about what's the feedback you're getting.
Great. Actually, we had great feedback from the very first issue, which I didn't expect. And from Egyptians as well. I didn't expect that either, yeah, because my target audience at first were Westerners. But then I found that from the very beginning, we started having like we had for the very first issue like 5,000 readers, right? From everywhere in the world. Yeah, from the very beginning we had something like 60 plus countries.
Yeah.
Now we have 80 plus countries around the world. So we're covering, all the continents fully, except for 50% of Africa. But the whole of Asia, the whole of Europe, North America, you name it. It's all, covered.
Now this is very interesting because you're tackling different issues that we really need to learn about. For example, when it comes to shopping, what can it? Because sometimes we take a lot of things, and it is useless, and we suffer on the way. But talking about Egypt, and of course, when it comes to promoting Egypt, there are certain things that talking the same language of the holiday makers. This is the most important part. Tell us more about the participants. Who are the people who are writing with you, and for example, viewers of this magazine, the number of viewers. How do you see it right now?
So far we have 32,000 views from 80 plus countries, as I said earlier. The contributors are all ladies, by the way. Okay. And you'd be great. It is because they are decision makers when it comes to the vacation. Exactly. And so I have 3 writers at the moment, but we'll have more soon as well. There's Aisha Abdul-Wahab. Believe it or not, she's only 16. She's still at school. She goes to the French school in Hurghada, and she's an excellent writer. And she does 2 articles, True Love History and True Love Shopping. There's Basma Amir, and she's a teacher. And they're all here, by the way. They're all in Egypt, yeah. Basma lives in Cairo. She's a teacher at elite school. And Hiba Ghanim, who just left us, unfortunately, to finish her degrees. She wants to do a master's degree in psychology in the US, but she was living here in Egypt when she started working with us.
Are they good storytellers?
They're excellent. They're excellent. Basically, where we get our sources from is different things. We get sources from, like information from books, from the net, from people who actually live or are from those regions we write about, and also from us. So we get a lot of sources.
Sometimes it is important to put when it comes to the word of mouth, when we talk about intangible products, because it has to do with services. So definitely you would like to hear from people from your own country, for example, how did it look like. So, for example, did you have any of the feedbacks?
Yes. Definitely.
Okay, tell us more about it.
Well, we had positive feedback from the very beginning, actually. From, again, not just from Egyptians, but from Americans.
No, I don't like Egyptians. I'm talking about US holiday makers who visited Egypt, and they would like just to write their experience for